Okay.
No. 18-0. No way. For game. Oh my God.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
You got some background noise.
All I wanna do is just talk to you. I don't mean to be sweating you. All I wanna do is just talk to you. I don't mean to be sweating you. All I wanna do is just talk to you. I don't mean to be sweating you. Let's talk. I don't.
Oh my gosh. Oh, where you going?
Oh man. Welcome, everybody, to another fresh episode of Just Talking to You. I'm your man, the people's champ, and I am not here alone. I am here with the infamous, world-renowned, world-famous crew. Say what's up to our listeners, y'all.
What's up, family?
What's up, people?
Oh man, we're gonna kick it on over with Shay Boogie. Shay Boogie Woogie, introduce yourself.
Hey, everybody, it's your girl Shay, and don't mind me. I'm just packing the move up.
Oh man, Shay Boogie sliding up out of there, man. I ain't mad at you.
You moving in with your boo finally, huh?
Oh, please. I wish I had a boo to move in with. Share this rent.
Right, man. You heard me. I'm about to boo up just for that. To share.
Right.
It's just to share responsibilities.
Exactly. We can have a rent situation.
Hey, man, in this day and time, a renting gas situation sound good.
Okay. Sure, I'm with it.
You winning with that situation, ain't you?
You sure live.
Oh man, we're gonna swing on over to my man. Words of wisdom. Introduce yourself, brother.
What's up, people? My Mr. Words of Wisdom. The words for today is, I want you to ask yourself this. Do you have ears that can see better than the average person eyes can hear? If you understand what I'm talking about, say what up.
What up?
What up?
So, hey, is you with it or ain't you? I got two of them that got it.
Yes, indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, indeed, brother. Hey, man, how y'all doing, man? It's been a minute since we jumped on and recorded, man. How y'all doing, man?
Doing a little stressed, but other than that, it's all good.
That's it.
A little stress, a little okay, huh?
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Been missing y'all. And y'all be my stress reliever. Y'all be who I plug into to let it all go. But I ain't ran into y'all to have a weekly laugh in a minute.
Right, man. Exactly.
We gonna get better, y'all. We gonna definitely get better, man. We gonna make it do what it do.
Better understanding.
That's
I
it, man.
learned a lot from dealing with the crew.
Oh man, so much, man. Hey, we're gonna swing it on over to our girl, Dre Day. She just slid in the gig. Dre Day, introduce yourself, love.
Well, hello, everybody. It's your girl, Dre Day. And I'm back for a little minute.
You back for a minute, man. Hey, do I need to get my tux ready for nuptials and stuff? Talk to me. You been gone. Do I need to come down there and get ready for them nuptials later on in 22?
Yeah, probably late 22, early 23. We ain't decided yet.
Oh shit!
It's cooking now.
That ain't got nothing to do with it. You know, I've been working, like it. You know,
new job, right?
New job, and having to clean stuff up, having to work weekends. It's just been rough, you know, and y'all know I'm about to be a grandma.
Oh
no! Congratulations!
Thank you.
Yeah, how far along is she? She should be almost due, right?
Yeah, they are predicting between like now and the first week of June.
Wow!
Yeah.
So
Man, that is sweet, Dre.
This one life couldn't get any sweeter.
It can't
Hey,
get
man.
any sweeter. I'm not ready for it though, but it ain't it's not my portion to be ready for it, I guess, you know. That wasn't my
No.
decision.
Yeah,
You
well,
get to be
You like
grandma
all of
and
the
play with the
grandparents.
baby and
Spoil
send
them
it
and send them
home.
home.
Well,
Amen.
let's
I
say,
already told my child that they eating chocolate, they getting what they want, and I'm sending them right back. So
Exactly.
oh
man,
my
me
God.
babysit, you already know what time it is.
Spoil them and just send them on back home.
Send them
Huh?
on back to the house.
Right.
Oh man, that's how grandparents do, man.
that is
Lousy.
a true grandparent job.
Oh yeah,
Congratulations, Dre.
Oh, thank you,
my
Ken.
girl Dre. She's finna be a what now? What you want us? What you want us to call you?
Music.
Hey, what you want? What you go call? Get called Nana, G Mama, Granny. What?
Sandy.
You don't want to be called Granny?
No.
Shit, no.
My
No,
great grandmother, we called my great grandmother by her first name. That's what she told us to call her. My mom's mom, of course, wasn't around. She had passed away when my mom was a teenager. My mom has her grandchildren call her by her first name. So it would just stand to reason that, you know, any grandchild I had, call me by my first name too.
Break the tradition. Hey, break the tradition, Dre.
It ain't broke. The cycle ain't broke. Watch how I fix it.
I heard that,
Exactly.
man. I heard that, man. Hey, y'all, we're gonna have us a short and sweet show tonight, man. We're gonna jump on, make you laugh a little bit, chop it up, and then we're gonna jump off, man. And we're gonna try to continue to get this to you on a consistent basis, man. First things first, man. We got a lot of things that didn't happen over the last few weeks, man, and everything. First things, rest in peace to Kevin Samuels.
Rest in peace.
Man. Reactions. Hey, what? Hold on. I'm gonna go right. I'm gonna go right to Shay Boogie. Shay Boogie. What?
Why right to me?
Right.
Because the look
I
on
can't
your
wait to
face.
hear what Dre say.
Yeah, go ahead, Dre. Go ahead.
No. The look
Cause
on
I'm
the look.
going to hell for my answer.
The
I'm
look.
not gonna hold on to
And
this.
I can't wait to hear what she say.
Hey man, the look on Shay Boogie's face said it all. Girl, you is going straight to hell. I don't even know what you finna say.
Gasoline pack draws. Gasoline pack draws.
Hey, you ain't gonna even wear no draws. They gonna just put gas. They got a spray bottle. They gonna squirt the gas on your ass. They ain't gonna wear no draws. They gonna put straight gas in the spray bottle and just squirt it on your ass.
Yep.
Straight A. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna come back to you. Hey, words. I'm gonna kick it off with words. Words. What
Yes,
you
please.
think about Mr. Samuels, man?
Oh man, well I gotta go first.
Oh my God, man! Everybody dodging this bullet, man.
Hey, I ain't gonna dodge the bullet. I will say this about that dude, right? I got people that have vouched for me on this. He went out. This is how I've been telling people my whole life how I want to go. I'm going out like dude on the color purple. Point blank, period.
On top of me.
I mean, nobody lives a perfect life, so I don't even want to talk about a controversial lifestyle or anything because controversy sells. That's what made him have a $4 million net worth at the end of the day. So controversy always gonna sell. Now, what I actually tuned in and started watching some of his material after he passed on. It didn't make me feel no type of way, but I will. What it did open me up to though, what his message opened me up to was the disconnect within the values of a relationship. And really, from my perspective, what I've gained from him was relationship. It's been embedded with racism too. In our community, we're trying to date like European. We don't even know how to fucking date. I'll say it like that. Meaning that when they take everything from you, your heritage and everything, eventually it'll trickle down to into your everyday relationships. And you know what draw me to that conclusion was when I heard him speak about a stat that about marriage that since the 60s. So pretty much our parents were the last parents to really know what a relationship do, and it's pretty much because they're pretty much the last generation that was connected to our heritage. The parents of Generation X. So after they're gone, if nobody got their message on how to a black man and a black woman should be together, you ain't gonna be able to do it like these Europeans that taught you. That Valentine's Day bullshit to show up at a church, let's walk the aisle. Nah, we jump the broom. We don't walk the aisle. So therefore, it's all disconnected. So we really got to go back to our roots and understand what it takes to be together. But we ain't gonna be able to do it like the Europeans teaching us to do.
Right, right. Hey man, I'm finna play this little audio of the 911 call from Kevin Samuels, man. It was it just make you think, man. Let's listen.
What's the apartment? Oh my god, I don't fucking know. It's Kevin Samuels. You don't know if it's a house or apartment? Oh, it's an apartment. Okay, what's the apartment number? I know. I just need to give him CPR. Just please, just ask for you need an ambulance? Yes. Okay. Are you listening? Hold on, ma'am. I have to connect you with the ambulance. It's Kevin fucking Samuels. I understand, but I have to connect you with the ambulance. Are you okay?
EMS, what's the address of your mother? Is he awake?
No, he has an irregular rhythm. I can feel it. He's breathing in and out, but he has an irregular rhythm. It's probably his heart. So I need you to get here with the fucking.
Atlanta, I'm up. What's on my man?
Come on, Kevin, you got it. Oh, come on, just try to breathe. Come on, you got it. Come on, think about your mom. Think about your daughter. Let's go.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1,
I'm sorry.
2, 3, 4.
I need to call the front desk to get an AED. He's not going to make it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 1. But ma'am, I don't want you to disconnect because something can happen while you disconnect now.
I understand, but I'm saying I need AED. If they have one downstairs, I need to get them up here now.
Are you able to get the neighbor, ma'am, real
I'm
quick,
going to
and
hang
ask
up
them
with
to help
you,
you?
or I hang up with you, or you call them in the front desk to give me a fucking AED right here now. He's turning blue. I cannot wait any longer.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. Man. Wow. Wow.
Name me a man that don't want to go out in that fashion. Nobody want to die. If you got to choose your death, you're going out getting you some and say you ain't.
Oh man, that's how I had a cousin that went out like that, man. He came and he went, man. Simple as that.
He come and go. Hey man, look.
He came and he went.
Let me lay down in my sleep and go. For real.
Yep.
He came and he went.
He came and he went.
How did he go? On top of me.
No.
And you know what? She was thinking that since she said his name was Kevin Samuels, that they supposed to come in a lot faster and everything, but they're responding to the 911 call like they normally do and everything. So
right.
They probably didn't even know who he was. They when she was like, it's Kevin Samuels, they was like, oh, okay.
Thank you for giving us his name.
Right.
Right.
Her story, like, how's you at somebody's house and you don't know the address?
Yeah.
That don't add up. So I'm not saying that it ain't no 31-year-olds out here living like that, because I know a few of them that live that way. But I never go nowhere where I can't give out the address immediately.
Exactly.
Right.
So what do you? Hey, what's up, Charles?
I mean, like,
we talking about Kevin Samuels right now, brother Charles. Man, yeah, she should know how she got there and everything. She should at least have the address. I know she was a nurse and everything, so she should have, she had some form of medical training and everything. But she was looking for I think the defibrillator machine to kind of.
Yeah, she kept calling for the AED.
Yeah. So,
like me being a 48-year-old man, and I'm a single man, so anybody I go out with, first thing I do is I give them near relatives phone number. Anything go left, call this number. Me. And if I don't feel comfortable with putting information in your hand, guess what we won't do?
We won't go.
Won't go.
So, man, so now, everything now, it's been a lot of comments, a lot of controversial comments, a lot of people. Some of the comments I read, people were happy that this man is dead, but then you got other people that's just like mourning. I saw a couple videos, guys was literally in tears, and they just thanked him for all that he's done for them in relationships. You got some women that was out there thanking him too, man. So what does you guys take on it and everything? Ladies, well, I want to know what y'all think about it. You ran for so long, you can't run no more. hey, like my boy said, you can run, but you can't hide, Eddie.
You know what he was talking about was the European standard of dating.
Yes.
But that's all the way across the board here in the country that we don't see, and that's the disconnect. We don't move like them. And if you think I'm lying, go back. If you ain't looked at that series Vikings, look at that series called Vikings on Prime. And watch how the women on the Viking side were, and watch how the women was on the Christian side. They was moving all the way different. And I don't want to just say Christian like it's a bad thing, but Wessex, but that's who leadership and whatnot that we can follow. And when you see the holes in it, you'll be like, oh man, it's all the way disconnected. We don't move that way. We move that way over there. How the Viking women were acting and how they were moving is how our women respond. And I like that.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. Hey.
Well, honestly, for me, if there's a way to deliver a message, be it negative or positive, and if you want, and I know he was probably more on the shock jock side of things, but the way that he spoke to people was just it was very distasteful, if you really truly wanted to help somebody, help them in a way where they could receive the message. But he would talk down on and went out of his way to almost verbally assault some people. And I think that's why a lot of people were happy to hear his tragic news, and it's sad to say that. But I think that's why a lot of people were so happy. He was he was mean. If there was any way to say it, he went out of his way to purposely put people down. And that's sad. That's a sad way to treat somebody. So if he had good advice, it got lost in the way he delivered his message. So that's why I kind of chuckled.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
I like how you handle that. Because, one thing for certain, two things for sure, your message has nothing to do with your personality.
Right. Right.
You know what I mean? He could be the nicest person in the world. But pardon me. I want to say this is he talked a lot about Generation X. That lets you know that his parents, pretty much, that's where he got that mouth from, because that's how that generation spoke to the children, as well as they used more of a shaming tactic with everything. You know what I mean?
But yeah, and with that being said, if you know better, you'll do better. So he knew where he got it from. He knew he didn't have to talk to people like that. So there was no reason for it. He just wanted to talk to people like that. He could have changed up his tone. He didn't have to say a lot of the things that he said. And he could have delivered it in a different way.
Mm-hmm. So have you guys seen a picture of the girl, the young lady, Melanie King, who Kevin Samuels was with?
I thought it was a Hispanic lady.
No, her name was Melanie King, YouTuber.
No, I hadn't seen her because I thought it was a
that one
Hispanic
picture.
lady.
They showed one picture that was false.
Okay.
All right.
They came back with another.
Now, this is supposed to be Miss Melanie King here. Let me share it with you guys. This is supposed to be her.
Pretty.
So that is Melanie King right there. She is pretty. Gotta give her some credit. He got some taste, man. Yeah, she was cute. Well, she still is pretty, but
hey, one thing I will say though is what I didn't like is how he would tell women to particularly lose weight. I didn't like how he would do that portion because a lot of times when people have
you're talking about the body shaming and stuff. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when it's issues like that, sometimes all it takes is for them to be with the right person that's gonna smack that cupcake out their hand. You understand what I'm saying? Where you put that ultimatum down, it's me or that cheeseburger you finna eat. So sometimes
you got a cheeseburger.
I mean, that is.
You got a cheeseburger.
Because when you love a person, when you love a person, you're not really should you. It's not love isn't a thing where it's a possessive thing where I'm supposed to possess you. If I love you, I'll let you do you. But when you get to making unhealthy choices, that's where I step in because that'll take you away from it.
Yep.
Right, and I get that. But then, but in that same breath, you know, you got to be
what you're doing to take you away from me.
Right.
Then, hey, it's either me or that. And if you pick that, then I'm gonna go ahead and kick rocks because you don't eat one.
Yeah, it's just.
I'm not gonna sit there and watch you kill yourself. Right. Should I say?
But like Dre was about to say,
why would you want me to sit there and watch you kill yourself?
Yeah. But man, this whole situation was a situation. Dre, did you get your 2 cents about Mr. Samuels?
No.
Here's my 2 cents.
See the one that's who made the TikTok, y'all. That was like, y'all man, y'all down one.
No, that wasn't me. That wasn't me. No, because my thing was this. It's kind of like this. He had an audience, and that audience was filled with people that I probably would not. I wouldn't associate with. Once you told me what your beliefs were about me, because just me, the person that I am, everything that he denigrated was like, I'm that person, right? So I'm heavy, I'm older, you know, I have not been married, you know, I'm as old as I am, I've never been married, you know, so I was one of those people that he basically said, I have no value. So there was nothing that he had for me. Once I heard those things, there was no purpose in me going and listening to anything else that he had to say. So you said what you said. That's cool. We disagree about the type, you know, about these kinds of people. because clearly I'm one of the people that you feel are valueless. So, and we disagree about that. So I'm going to move on. I'm not going to sit up here and talk trash about the man. I was not celebrating in the streets when he passed, but I also was not finna, you know, go and get on, you know, be on the mourners bench for him either. You know, I didn't know that man like that. But for the people who followed him, I feel like, especially with Black men, and I want to be very delicate when I say this, these are people that were looking for some direction. And they were already primed to believe that the problem with relationships was the women in the relationships. And then Kevin Samuels just came in and was like, you know, yes, you're right. And these people don't want to be held, these women don't want to be held accountable, but these gentlemen are not being held accountable either. So, you know, and then I keep seeing this video, and I don't know if it's a deep fake or what, but it's like an early Kevin Samuels video where he's saying, now, if I came on here and talked about women bad, I'd have millions of followers. But because I'm talking to you, and he's talking to the men, because I'm talking to you and telling you how to get yourself together, you don't want to hear me. So it was almost like he switched it up. You know, if that video is a true video and that's how he really actually felt, then he switched it up for likes and views and followers. And that is what I can't respect. That's the part I can't respect, is that you put all this ugly out into the world about people, you know, and downplaying people and saying people lose value. That is crazy to me.
Yeah.
You put all that out there for what? You know?
Yeah.
Oh, that was my problem with the man. You know, but other than that, I hope that he was right with God, and at the time that he left this planet, and that he can, be able to be in heaven if that was his beliefs. But outside of that, God bless his family. That's really all I got.
God bless his.
I don't think he'll be wrong with God and how he got to go out.
Hey, what you say? You don't think
you was right with God? Yes. You was right with God. Now with people, that's a whole other.
Hey, what you say? He was right with God. What you say? His last words was, "Oh,
God."
Oh, God.
He should have explained what he meant by the term value. He should have explained that before. You know how you gotta explain things before you start using it.
Yeah.
And then you will understand it.
Because value can mean so many different things, man.
It's a broad term.
Because your value, what you value, may be completely different than what I value.
Exactly.
And what Dre value may be different from what Shay values.
Right. Absolutely. Right.
Because we all know what we like, what turns us on, what attracts us, and what we're attracted to. So we all know that. To say that everybody want a high value man and high value women. I mean, sometimes you know what, we get who God wants us to have sometimes and everything.
Right.
And just because you may not value them the same way I value them, in my eyes, they may be high value. But in your eyes, they may not be high value. But that's the thing. We got to do different value systems and everything.
Well, see, that's the thing. A lot of people want to fit in with people where they don't fit.
Mm-hmm.
And they get mad because if I haven't been a new card game and I say, guess what? The 3 of heart now in my spades game beats the big joker. It don't matter what you talking about when you in my house.
That's
that 3
your
of heart
rules.
don't beat that big joker. They're my rules. You understand what I'm saying? So the wrong thing to do would be to sit at the table and try to change my rules.
Yeah.
The right thing to do is make the rules to the game that you're playing.
Well, I know I'll pray for his family, man. He had a daughter. He had a child, man. So that, I mean, at the end of the day, is whether right, wrong, and different, whoever didn't like the man had a child. And this is a young lady growing up without a dad. And you know what is at the end of the day, we may not like it and everything, but this is a young lady that's growing up without a dad. So yeah, that's where it boils down to. I mean, I looked at him because I mean he had me. I used to laugh because some of the stuff that he used to say and his facial expressions were just kind of really off the chain, man. But I think he did a lot of the stuff that he was talking about because he was a quote unquote image consultant. So
Is that what he was?
That's what his job was, an image consultant.
Oh, okay.
And I sat in on some of it
from that light, man.
You kind of see where he went with that a lot of times now because he was an image consultant. So he that's from an image consultant standpoint. You're saying you want a high value man because that's why you always used to trip off of him. He say, "How tall are you? What you do? What's your dress?" He always asks them their dress size.
How much you weigh?
How much you weigh? What's your dress size? And then then he'll break it down. He said, "Do you think a man that's making six figures, that can have the pick of the litter, do you think he would want you?" You never know what that man wants. He may not want these glamour supermodels. He may want somebody that's gonna love him, that's genuine and stuff. So, I mean, you can never say what a man with that much money want. But I mean, hey, you got some men who got the money that just say they do want that high dollar woman, that woman, that one when you that arm candy is what we call it. So
right. But you also gotta be a lot of times in life, a lot of people, and this includes myself, we want things that we're not in position to get. Meaning, you know what I mean? If you're not even in that particular crowd, then why would you waste your time trying to get a particular thing? Chances are you won't even meet it. You understand what I'm saying? And it doesn't even just have to be on a relationship. It can be anything in life. We as people, we like to chase ghosts.
I think we can set the bar. We can set the bar a little high. We want somebody with all the money, the fancy cars, you know. Some people purposely go to these high class, like baller games or whatever to get ballers, to get the NFL players, you know, so they can hurry up and get a check. Or
I don't know about y'all. Do y'all remember those? Y'all remember Cavalcade of Stars used to come on when we was kids with Lou Rawls?
The who?
Cavalcade of Stars. It was like a telethon or something used to come on.
Yeah, okay.
And Lou Rawls always say, "Shoot for the moon, and if you miss, you land among the stars." So I feel like if you set your standards way, way high, okay, you on my 600-pound life, that's the type of woman you are, and you still shooting for a basketball player, somewhere between the ground and the stars, you gonna get somebody.
But even if they miss though, sometimes because they so focused on getting the baller, you know,
you might be, but
baller, you gotta be where the ball is at.
I just don't want, and I understand that. I understand that. I'm just saying I was not a fan of the whole lower your standards rhetoric that was going around. And that's what I felt like I don't have any business having standards for myself. And so I should just pick what I can get.
Everybody has standards. Everybody has. That's why I said it was a big disconnect with all of that.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
When I because I was only watching clips. when I
I
finally
saw,
sat down and watched the whole show, I came to a different understanding.
Okay.
man. Hey man, this is one thing though, and then we'll move on to the next one, man, to our next topic, man. But this is something that kind of just alarmed me. I'm gonna play this for you. This is from the comedian LeVar Walker, man. And this is just this is kind of wild. I'm gonna play it for you guys.
Who have no authority. How can a man say that you are of low value after 35? How can a man say that you do not have the level of traction of a high-powered man when that man has got to get a GoFundMe for his funeral?
Bruh. Pastor Brian, I'm gonna need you to call me, Noob. I mean, it's one thing to not agree with what Kevin Samuels had to say in regards to women being over 35 and being unfit for marriage, but it's another thing to throw a dead man under the bus in front of a congregation full of women. And not only is he no longer with us now, but guess what? He's our frat brother. Are you not a Kappa? Well, what are you doing? What are you doing? He's gone. He is dead. And you're a pastor in a church throwing a dead man under the bus. And the women in there that are cackling. Let me ask you something, sisters in that church. As all of you appear to be single, there's not a man in tow. As you sit there and cackle and listen to a man who is not married, as you listen to a single unmarried man who had multiple infidelities in his marriage, as you cackle. But Kevin Samuels, he was the problem. He was the problem. He was the problem. And now I guess that he's gone. A lot of the detractors and the women that didn't like him, I guess your lives are somehow better. I guess you've all found love now. You all have husbands and you're happy. You love your job and your life because this man being on the earth was the problem.
Man. Hey man, I'm gonna put it in there. I'm gonna have to put it in the chat and in the description, man. If you want to look at that whole video, man, from comedian LeVar Walker, man. Hey man, the thing what resonates with me was I didn't know Kevin Samuels was a Kappa. And Jamal Bryant, both of them are brothers in Kappa and LeVar Walker. Both of them are members of the Kappa Alpha Psi fraternity, man, the Divine Nine. So I guess everything, I guess you can't throw a rock if you stay in the glass house. And,
but two things can be true at the same time. Okay, that pastor can be trash. And the things that Kevin Samuels said can be trash as well.
Yeah.
Some of the things that he said, because I'm not going to say that everything he said was terrible, because I didn't listen to everything. But the stuff I heard was, so two things can be true.
I guess my thing was, this your frat brother, man. And you guys, I know you guys know, man. People take, that fraternity life is so serious, man. When they talk about their frats and their sorors and stuff, they are serious about that, man. And one of the things about Kappa Alpha Psi, one of their main things is brotherhood. If you, sometimes my mom and daddy and them always used to tell, if you don't got nothing nice to say about nobody, what they tell you, don't say nothing at all.
That sound to me. That sound like he was trying to run through half of the congregation right there.
You got, and like you say,
he get to knock down half of the congregation just by doing it.
No, the point we kind of skipping over a little bit too is that what he said about the pastor. Everything he said about him is true. He has cheated on his wife. He has tried to win her back. He has even been on reality shows claiming they're gonna get back together, yet he's living in a whole nother city. How are you, as a pastor, putting this man's business in the street at his funeral and your house not clean? How you passing judgment and your house is wicked? So, not wicked, let me not say it that way, but your house not clean.
He know his house wicked. He know his right.
So
he know his house wicked. That's
yeah,
what I'm saying. He know it is. And he know what he's finna get to do. He know the outcome. He know that how many women he lined up by saying that.
so he didn't have to tell that man had a GoFundMe page or whatever.
But that was out there
your
for public
business.
consumption.
Right.
He wasn't saying that he wasn't saying anything that wasn't already public knowledge.
Right. But he didn't, you know, but it's a funeral. How you could have
That was the funeral?
Right.
I
It
know, I'm
was
asking.
funeral. Yeah,
No,
that
no,
was
no, no.
Kevin's funeral.
No, that wasn't his funeral. That was
That
that was a Sunday morning service that he was preaching on.
Oh, I thought that was the funeral.
Why? But the thing is, why is you even bringing a message off of something you seen on the internet? I saw it on the internet, so it must be true ass nigga. That's what you is.
I think probably in a church setting, he was probably about to talk about people's value in God, what their value is in God, and it got flipped.
I would love to hear the whole sermon and everything, man.
I thought that was his funeral.
Instead of listening to humans about your value, you got to
There's
listen
no
to God.
value in God to call out a man's name and all of that. That God had nothing to do with that. He is not getting no pass.
I'm just saying, what I'm saying is that was probably the message and it got clipped. I don't know.
I would love to hear that whole sermon, man, because like the Bible says, like, he who is without sin cast the first stone.
Right.
And certain people can't throw rocks and stuff, man.
Can't nobody throw a rock.
Nope.
Right.
Who is without sin?
Especially in these days and times.
Only person that can throw a rock is Jesus Christ himself, because he's the only one that walked this earth 33 years perfect, man, without a blemish, man. So I still get back to the thing about the brotherhood, and I know some people that's some Kappas too, man, and they was a little upset, man. They was like, man, you can't throw your frat underneath the bus, man. Despite of whatever you didn't believe or you believe, that's still your fraternity brother, man. We took when everybody pledged, they pledged brotherhood and stuff, man. And a couple Kappas say, man, that was a bad representation of the frat, man. So I was just like curious. I when I looked at it, I was like, wow. I never looked at it from a Kappa perspective and everything, because if you're not familiar with fraternity and sorority life, you know they are serious about their colors, their organization that they represent. They serious about that.
Yeah.
They are
like
dead.
I know some of their literature, and I call myself perpetrating and trying to run with them. Man, do something to me for real.
Oh yeah. If you ain't crossed, man, you ain't been online with them. Hey, they know you got people that are just read the history and study the history, man, and you know, it's more to it than that, man. It's more to it than that, man. So Kevin Samuels and his family, man, I just hope they have some form of comfort, some form of peace. His daughter, man, I wish her she has my condolences, because at the end of the day, he has a 20-some-year-old daughter that has to grow up without a dad and everything. That's one young lady that's not gonna have somebody to walk her down the aisle when she gets married and everything. So right, wrong, or indifferent is still a person without a dad. So it is what it is, whether you like the man or not, man. He said some things that may be controversial, but man, I wish nothing but the best for his family.
How he got his money. Just leave it at that. Everybody got jobs that they might not even like doing, but they pay good.
But he loved what he was doing, though. He loved what he did. So, hey, man, what about this Buffalo grocery shooter, man? Oh, my God. The Buffalo grocery shooter, man.
That
Man.
shout out, condolences to the Buffalo family, city of Buffalo, man. That was crazy.
Hey, do you put this in the hate crime category?
Absolutely. You didn't already
That's what he
admit
said. Yeah, it was established that that's why he did it.
But you know, this is the craziest thing about that whole incident. He pled not guilty.
Mm.
That I think that's probably the most alarming thing to me out of everything. The guy pled not guilty.
The alarming thing is he made it to jail. Like anybody else probably would not have made it to jail.
Hey, Charles said a good point. Charles said he thought that was tasteless. Hey, and I forgot about Willie D, the rapper Willie D. He talked about Kevin Samuels too and everything, how he didn't agree with some of the stuff he said, man. Y'all need to check that out too, man. Willie D had some comments to say about it too as well. So that'd be interesting though, man. But this Buffalo shooter though, man, he came in full commando tactical gear.
Mm-hmm.
Helmet on. He came in when he got out the car. When he entered the grocery store, he got in the squat position and like he was trying to clear the building. So if I'm on the outside looking in, I don't know what to think. You see what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
If you're just pulling up to the grocery store, you don't know what to think. You're like, okay, is it the shooter inside or? But then you think about this man getting out of a regular car. He would come out of a police car or a police van or something. He's just coming out of a regular car. So that right there would have brought up some red flags and everything, though.
Mm-hmm. And he planned on going to another location. He was going to elementary school or something after he got done at the grocery store.
Oh my God, man.
Yeah. He was taking some people out.
That's what they like to do. Go after older people and kids.
But see, that's the thing.
Nobody that's gonna give them the fair fight that they looking for.
But see, this happened on unless he was gonna go on another day because the shooting happened a week from yesterday, a week on a Saturday. So if he was gonna go to a school, he was about to get him on Monday. But man, 10 people were killed, man.
Mm-hmm. 10 people.
10 people were killed, man. And it's just like, oh my God, 10 people lost their lives. And correct me if I'm wrong, all 10 of them were they African American?
I don't know. I don't know if all of them were.
Roberta Drury, Marcus Morrison, Andre McNeil. Aaron Slater, Geraldine Talley, Celestine Cheney, Hayward Patterson, Catherine Massey, Pearl Young, Ruth Whitfield. So those were the ones that lost their life. 32, 52, 53, 55, 62, 65, 67, 72, 77, and 86.
Wow.
These were our elders, man. These were our elders, man.
Our parents, man. Our parents.
Our parents, our elders, the elders, man.
I believe there was a child too. I thought there was a child.
The child was Zaire Goodman. He was 20. He was wounded. Jennifer Warrington was 50. She was wounded. And Christopher Braden, 55, wounded.
Wow.
Man,
Close.
I just, man, I just cannot believe that, man.
But he made it into jail to stand trial.
Right.
Mhm. That's all I'm gonna say.
That's the
I,
bad
I,
part.
I hope
They
justice is
always
truly
make it back.
served.
They
I just hope,
always make it to jail.
right. I just
Man,
hope justice is truly, truly served.
it was crazy, man.
Right?
32 years old was the youngest person that was shot and killed in that Buffalo shooting, man.
Wow.
Worst karma.
Y'all, he had a camera live streaming the shooting.
Yeah, he was on what they say he was on TikTok or Twitch or something. And you know what? It was probably almost as worse as I don't know if you remember the guy in Cleveland, the Cleveland shooter. He went live on Facebook because him and his girl got into it and stuff, and she wasn't answering the phone, so he was gonna go and kill people until she answered the phone, and he just said, "I'm finna go kill this old man." When he rolled up on that old man and shot and killed that old man out in public when he was on live.
What?
Do y'all remember that?
I vaguely remember that.
It was the Cleveland shooter. It was the guy that was going around shooting and killing people and stuff because his girlfriend wouldn't talk to him, and he pulled up to an older black man, and he told him, tell such and such, and he called the girl's name out that she the reason you finna die today. And then the old man said, "What you talking about, man?" And then next thing you know, he pulled it. He said, "Man, put that down." And next thing you know, he shot and killed that old man live on TV.
What?
That yes, you got to Google it. It was a Cleveland shooter, and how they caught him was he went to McDonald's, and the young lady recognized him who was working the window, and she said, "Hold on, we got to get your fries and everything. Can you pull up?" And when he pulled up, she called the police, and they swarm in on him. He pulled off, and 4 or 5 blocks later, they caught him up with him, and that's when they pulled the gun on himself and shot and killed himself.
What?
Yes.
So you gonna punk out and kill yourself after you kill somebody on live?
Man, kill the older gentleman, man. Goes back to like we was talking about the elders, man. He killed one of our elders, man. And he was a black man.
Yeah, I remember that when he pulled up on him and hopped out of the car or something and walked up on him. Dude was
Yeah, you remember that, don't you? Yep. Oh, we had one of the young ladies. She was that was crazy, man. Amanda Drury. She was of European descent, man. So it wasn't all African Americans that was shot and killed. But man,
right.
But still, man,
elders are the pillar in the community. That's what keeps the community together.
Without I'm telling you, man, the elders do keep that community going and stuff, man.
Man, they the ones with all of the knowledge, man. And I mean, I suggest everybody, like, if somebody older than you, family members, pick their brain, learn as much as you can.
Yeah.
Man,
so let me ask you. I gotta ask y'all this, man. Just say if it was a person that looked like me or looked like Words of Wisdom, man, that did this shooting and stuff, and we was in a European environment. When the police came up on the scene, do you think they would have took us out?
Oh, you wouldn't have made it to jail.
They would have hit us with a rocket launcher before they blew the whole building up before they let us out of our lives.
Right.
They had to kill more people.
Wow.
It ain't funny.
Oh,
I'm laughing at it because you
right.
keep me from bad at it.
Because
Me-
yeah, I mean, it's just crazy how when we talk about these hate crimes and everything, how you get the Charleston shooter, Dylan Ruth, he gets taken into custody.
Is that the one that got taken to McDonald's?
That's the one that got taken to Burger King. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. You got Dylan Ruth. You got Dylan Ruth, and then you got this young man that got they got arrested and brought in unscathed and everything. But then you go back to the Colorado shooter, the former military guy, the African American guy. They end up taking him out with force.
The one that looked like LL.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. Hey, they called him RoboCop or something. Y'all remember that?
Yeah.
They called him RoboCop.
Chris
But yeah.
Dorner, that was his name.
Uh-huh.
I'll never forget that.
But what he supposedly, they were after him because he was gonna tell on some crooked cops or something, wasn't it?
Yep.
That ended up being the moral of that story.
Uh-huh.
He was framed.
Hey, just like that movie, The Negotiator, man. You guys ever seen The Negotiator, man, when Samuel Jackson was finna tell on everybody and stuff? So they tried to make sure that he got framed for it. He was going to either go to jail, or when he took the whole building hostage, they was going to kill him. That was the objective, man. But then he flipped the script and was talking about how he had everybody's back and this and this and this, because Palermo could have took that shot from the building and ended it, but he didn't.
Right.
So it's just crazy, man. So, man, just my heart and condolences goes out to those victims, man. Sleepy Joe was up there, man, and what's the name? Sleepy Joe said some nice words, man, at the ground that everything happened at and everything. So you got NFL players, Thurman Thomas, former Buffalo Bills running back, that's donating to the families and everything. And then you got their current quarterback, Josh Allen, who's going to donate money to the family and everything. So that's pretty big, man. That's pretty big of those guys, man. And they coming out with something called Buffalo Strong. Like how this happened. And this guy traveled over 200 miles, over 200 miles just to target this specific supermarket, grocery store in this specific community in Buffalo, New York. 200 miles.
Wow.
That lets you know that was planned out.
Well planned out.
Well, he had an online diary, from what I understand, that people had read. He had been taken, if I'm not mistaken, he was in a mental institution at some point. And he was released. And when he was released, that's when he went on to Buffalo. So this wasn't something. This wasn't something that
every time one of them do something like that. Go ahead. What? I didn't hear you.
Go ahead, Dre.
I don't know. I thought Words was saying something.
Go ahead.
I was saying that why is it that every time they is somebody that do that, a mass shooter, that first thing they was in the mental institute.
And this is my thing. If they're in the mental institution,
even believe it.
And if they were, you have to do so many evaluations before you release them out into society. So
and how did he get to the gun? What was the gun at his parents' house? Really?
That's a good point, man. Very good point. Very good point, man. Very good point.
What was your point, Dre?
I think I forgot.
But man, we just gotta just continue to pray for those victims and everything, man. And just always keep our head on the swivel, man, because hate crimes, man, are just starting to come up, man, and you gotta keep your head around and everything, and it's getting near it's gonna get near election times and stuff, and you know, a lot of stuff like this tend to rear its head around election time and everything. So I mean, I just watch the news and just look at things and put two and two together. But again, condolences to those families, man, that lost loved ones in that Buffalo mass shooting, man. Hopefully they'll roast his ass, man. They need to roast his ass. Don't put him on no psychiatric evaluation. Give his ass the needle. I don't know if New York still honors the death penalty, but give his ass the well. If it's a hate crime, it's federal. Am I correct?
Yeah.
So
it's fed.
So if the Fed take it over, it don't matter if you did it in New York. The Feds can give you the needle anyway. So
well, they can. You know, that don't mean you're not going to get charged by the state. The state gonna charge too.
But correct me if I'm wrong, Dre. If even though the state charge you, and the feds pick it up, you got to do the Fed time first before you do the state time. Correct?
Yep.
So Fed is out jurisdiction.
I don't know.
What is it? The Feds
outweigh
the state. So that Fed, hey, when they give him the needle in they give him the needle in the Fed, he come back, they gonna give him the needle in the state. So he got to avoid two needles then, man. But his ass need a needle though, man. They gonna give him the needle. They gave Dylan Ruth getting the needle. So he's on the same page as Dylan Ruth, man. A race soldier, man. And
some killers, you deserve something worse than the needle. The severity of what you do, man, some severity needs to happen to you.
Hey, man.
Like
hey, you know what? Would be a just?
Make the horses run different directions.
I'm gonna tell you like Faces of Death. I'm gonna tell you in that situation, man, death by firing squad. Period. Death by firing squad. But not only that, hey, I would put all the victims' families as the firing squad.
They wouldn't necessarily want to do that because I'm gonna tell you, taking somebody's life.
Yeah.
If you are a sane person, a sane thinking person, that takes a toll on you.
It does.
Yeah. Whether you the murderer or the one that get murdered, whether you the killer or the one that get killed, you saw lifetime at that moment.
Yeah, and I know people.
You do my family. I have full sleep every night once I do you. It's that simple.
Hey, you know what? My dad, he had some friends that sat in on the executions and stuff, man. Mm-hmm. And those people who you don't even pull the lever. See, hey, that still takes its toll on you, seeing somebody just dying or getting killed right in front of your eyes. It takes its toll on you. So yeah, man, just he's gonna get his just due, man. And our last thing we're gonna talk about, man, before we slide out of here, man, real quick. Dave Chappelle, man. Y'all see Dave Chappelle get rushed on the stage, man?
Yeah.
But I heard about it.
Hey, man, this dude came up on the stage, man, and he was part of the community, man.
Why he broke up, though?
Oh, man, they bust him up, man. They
bust Jamie Foxx whooped him.
Yep. Busta Rhymes, too.
Yeah.
Oh, they stumped him, man. They stumped him out big time, man.
I ain't never seen nobody's arm just look like it's in a whole nother zip code.
Hey, man.
Like, dude, arm was over on his chest. I'm like, hold up, your shoulders are supposed to be next to your heart.
Man.
It was.
That's crazy, though, man. That is so That is so crazy, man.
You
His
deserve
arm.
it, though, man. You deserve it.
You can't rush these stages, man. These comedians up here, man. And do y'all think Will Smith set a bad precedent by walking up on stage and stuff, man?
Okay, but I'm not even gonna blame him. Fans in all type of arenas been getting away with that for years.
Right.
Don't forget about the malice in the palace.
Yeah, but
So,
then if
you
you
understand what I'm saying, people have a way of not wanting to keep their hands to themselves.
yeah, and you can go back to the Chris Paul situation, man. A couple of weeks ago, man, in Dallas, man, how the Dallas fan came and he was intoxicated and he kept on leaning over to Chris Paul's mom. Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. We're beating you guys' butts. Happy Mother's Day.
Wow.
And
Yeah.
and he ended up putting his hands on that stuff. And Chris Paul say, man, I'm gonna see I see you, I'm gonna see
That's
you.
for y'all outside. Yep.
But see that, but see, Shaq said it
Chris
best
Paul
though.
could have got to him right then and there.
No, they wasn't letting him. They were holding him back.
They wasn't gonna let him. But like Shaquille O'Neal said, that's the situation when you have Pookie and little cousin Willie and little Peanut Nail. That's when you had them come to the game and sit by that their only job is to sit by my mama and my family and protect them and stuff. He say he never had no problem with Lucille Harrison coming to any games, man. He say he had them 3 cousins. Hey, that was them go-getters. And they only job was to make sure nothing happened to his mama. And Shaq say, if you go to jail or anything, I'm gonna pay for it. I get you out. I got a lawyer and everything. So, hey, you got those cousins that do that though, man. So, this guy rushing the stage. He was a member of the LGBT community and everything. And I think it. And this is me. And Dave didn't press. I don't think Dave pressed charges, but I think this has something to do with Dave's last stand-up comedy show, his last Netflix special. Remember that?
Yeah, he was. But again, it's
comedy.
They took the joke wrong.
Yes.
In a way, it's comedy, and comedians have a right to their opinion, just like everybody in the world do, you know. But he said it himself. His friend would have appreciated the joke. So if he knew this friend and loved this friend, he should be able to tell the joke in a way that best celebrated his friend in his way.
Absolutely.
So I think sometimes that community can be a little sensitive. You know, they want to put us down for talking bad about them. But sometimes you could be a little too sensitive because we get the jokes. They talk about the straight community all the time. So why can't they get some of the jokes too?
Hey man, hey, I'm gonna tell you who is real good at that. I love Wanda Sykes, man. What you gotta, hey, Wanda Sykes is probably one of the funniest women in the world, man. And she talks about the LGBT community herself, and she's a member of it.
Right.
So Wanda, man, I'm telling you, man, she is hilarious, man. And she, oh man, y'all gotta just listen to her a little bit when she was talking about Will Smith walking the stage and stuff. A lot of them comedians were offended and everything, and they not going for it. They got these bodyguards, these bouncers and stuff. Kevin Hart, I'm gonna tell you this. Kevin Hart, when they did the at the crypto.com a few weeks back, it was on the Thursday night. They performed at the Crypto Center and everything on part of his tour. He took the stage. This damn Kevin Hart had a Louisville Slugger baseball bat. This motherfucker had a Louisville Slugger. And he told them, he said, man, if you come on this stage, I'm gonna knock your fucking head into the Raptors up there with Magic Johnson jersey, Magic Johnson and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar jersey if you come on this stage. And he literally walked out there with a baseball bat.
But I mean, it's everywhere now because I was watching the Billboard Awards and Puffy was trying to make a joke. Y'all better not come up here. Come
Oh
on,
yeah.
man. Come
Hey,
on.
hey, man, but then you sit back and you look at it. I don't know if you guys seen it, but it was a young lady during the Memphis and Minnesota game.
Yeah, I thought.
She done slid down. She was at the back. She came and sat down. So the guy noticed that she sat down, like she came from nowhere. She wasn't sitting there all alone. And then next thing you know, he saw her trying to hop on the court, and he just tackled her.
Right, security. He was a security guard or whatever.
Oh
Wasn't he?
man, he tackled her, man, and she saying she finna sue and everything. Why
And
you
what
gonna
you
sue?
suing for? What you suing for, sis? You decided to
Right.
jump out there.
He put his
You
hands
thought that
on her.
would work. Hey, don't.
It did. Hey. You play. Hey, what you say? Words, man. You play stupid games. What's gonna happen?
You win stupid prizes.
He wins stupid prizes.
Man, you play
She
with the
just gets the
horns, you
donkey
get
of the
what?
day.
Man,
You play with the horns, what you get?
man. What you say? You play with the what?
You fuck with the bull, what you get? I said, if
You
you
get
fuck
the
with the bull,
horns.
you get what?
You get the horns, man. Hey, Dre, what you think about Dave Chappelle, man? I know. Did you see the attacker's arm?
I didn't see that. I did see the clip where he was when he was coming at him in that crouch run.
Yeah.
But I don't know what this man expected. First of all, if you look at Dave Chappelle, he ain't no easy win. That Negro works out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's full.
I'm not saying that
even though he smoked 5 packs of cigarettes a day, he still work out though.
and he gonna hit you hard. Okay, he might not win the fight, but you gonna feel them punches. So what would make you think? And I don't care what this person done said. What would make you think I'm finna rush this Negro and think that he don't have no security?
Man,
it ain't nobody that's finna come get you off of him and mess your world up.
Right.
That's one. Number two, I'm with Shay. People need to learn how to be criticized.
Yeah.
It's a lot of criticism that we have taken, over the course of our lives for any reason. And yeah, you get mad and you get in your feelings, but learn how to take that criticism. And it's on you to either do something with it or not, but when you start putting yourself, I personally, there is no cause right now. Well, there are some causes, but not nothing that you said that's gonna make me come for you.
Right.
Do something, or I feel threatened, then yes, I may do something. But you just up there talking, you just running your head. Oh no, go on ahead, continue. I'm not buying a ticket to your show so I can get my arm.
Right.
Because that money's still in that man's pocket. Now your arm is broke and your money is still in his pocket.
And you got a hospital bill to pay.
Right, because you can't sue. You better not try to sue.
You can't
sue. You bought it on yourself.
Why not?
And that's the thing. Dave Chappelle didn't even he didn't even press charges.
Mm-hmm. But he's gonna try it.
You got said earlier when she said the reason she didn't watch what's her name was because what he said triggered her. So turn it off. It's like you don't listen to all genres of music. Some music puts you in a place you don't want to be at.
Right.
So why do you do that when it comes to people in their conversation?
Right.
But see, you go back into that though words, man. One day, man. I mean, people keep rushing the stage and stuff, man. One day somebody gonna rush that stage, man, and they gonna have a firearm, man. I hate to say that, but you gonna have that person that have that firearm one day, and God forbid it be too late, man.
Right.
God forbid, man. And I'm gonna tell you the thing that I always think about, man, is what was the movie with Whitney Houston and Kevin Costner?
Bodyguard.
Bodyguard. You remember that when Kevin Costner was protecting Whitney Houston and she was, oh man, when he saw what was getting ready to go down and stuff, and oh man, you got to sit back and think like that too, man.
Mhm.
Man, yeah. Hey, like you say, you play stupid games, you get stupid prizes, man. Hey, man, that's it, man. Man, we chopped it up, man. We had us a good little time talking about some of the stuff that's going on in the news. Next week, man, I say we should come back and do it again, man. Let's do it again. Do it
I
again.
want to play that game, man. I ain't never won that game. They've been running.
Hey, I want to play that game too, man.
Mhm.
Hey, man. Hey, it's been an amazing episode. Oh yeah. Hey, y'all, it's been an amazing episode of Just Talking to You, man. This is the crew, man. Our crew members ain't here. Nene, Toya, Chris Dorian, man. Hey, Philly D, our crew members that ain't here, man. But we're gonna be back at you next week, man. We enjoy this, man. We enjoy this, and we're gonna come with some good stuff. And just keep us. If you feel like you want to shoot us an email, justtalkinggrown@gmail.com. If you have anything you want us to talk about, if you want to jump on with us, let us know, man. We'd be more than happy to let you jump on with us, man. But
Lord,
we out of here, y'all. Peace. We're gonna see y'all next week.
Adios.
My family.
I don't mean to be sweating you. All